Have you ever sat there and thought, what genre of video games would make me react the most? Well, look no further, because with our state-of-the-art technology and our top researchers in the country, we are able to determine what video game would make you react the most. With researchers consisting of me, Edgar, Gunnar, and Jesus, we looked for some of the most competitive genres in gaming. But in order to have something to compare to, we had to think, what is the most competitive genre? And we settled on fighting games. And now that we have our genre of choice, we can finally work on our hypothesis, which is that if what we believe to be the most competitive genre of video games, we decided to be fighting games, is played, we will have more or less emotional reactions compared to other competitive genres. And we demonstrated this through the means of an observational experimentation, which finds that we can determine our amount of reactions total for each game by finding the average amount of reactions across our group over an equal amount of time. We decided to go for an hour with each game. Some important notes is that we've defined competitive as any video game genre that is player versus player based, with the goal of winning and defeating the other player. And we've decided that we will count a reaction as somebody speaking above their normal talking noise, speaking in an angered or excited tone, or saying no words. In this experiment, our independent variable is the game that we are playing, and the dependent variable is our emotions. We've ended up recognizing that we as well have some uncontrollable variables within our experiment, those of which being our skill difference, how lucky we are in specific games, how tired we are, and lastly, due to our outstanding budget, although we are alternating, some players are objectively using better controllers than others throughout the gameplay. And with everything out of the way, shall we finally get started with... What you see right now in the background is footage of us actually playing the game. This style of recording the gameplay will be shown for the rest of the experiments. But now, actual important information about the game is that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has received critical acclaim for its smooth gameplay, its amazingly sized roster, and its huge amount of side content. It's quickly become one of the best-selling games on not only the Nintendo Switch, but one of the best-selling fighting games of all time. Now, before we actually did the experiment, all of us believed that we would have the most reactions playing Super Smash Bros. We thought this because we believed that fighting games were the most competitive games due to solely being about winning over the other opponent. In Super Smash Bros., the only way to win is by knocking your opponent out of the ring. This can be done by accumulating damage, which will then send your opponent further. Our experiment resulted in that over the course of an hour, I had 59 reactions, Jesus had 63 reactions, Gunnar had 61 reactions, and Edgar had 53 reactions. Combining all these reactions and finding the mean shows that we had an overall total average of 59 reactions over the course of the hour. That's nearly one reaction per minute. And just for fun, here's a quick highlight from our first experiment.
What? Oh, I hit you in midair. Dude, wake up! Wake up! Damn it! I can't see anything.
And with that, now we can start. Mario Kart 8 is a competitive racing game in which each player tries to complete the track in the fastest time possible. This game is highly rated due to its stellar soundtrack, its large luck factor, and its crisp control. But more on that luck factor is that Mario Kart 8 has something called items. And items are able to positively affect your player or negatively affect other players. These items will grow more powerful in their attributes depending on what placement you have. This is done so people in last place are able to even out the playing field in order to get ahead. Comparatively to Super Smash Bros., Mario Kart had a lower amount of reactions total, with me having 49 reactions, Jesus having 52 reactions, Gunnar having 53 reactions, and Edgar having 41 reactions. This totaled up to an average of 49 reactions over the course of the hour that we played. Putting those numbers into percentages, we see that we had a 17% decrease in reactions compared to Super Smash Bros. Seeing that there's a legitimate disparity in reaction between these two games, I'm sure that you're excited to see the next one. But first, here's some highlights we had from Mario Kart.
You need to retire, bro. Yeah, you need to retire.
Dude, I was in second place for like the beginning of the game.
Edgar, what happened?
Dude, a red show got me. And
I thought you were...
I have a life.
After we finished playing our session, we felt that we had a significant decrease in reactions compared to Super Smash Bros. After we had played. But now, let's get to... Due to its replayable Battle Royale gameplay loop, Fortnite has been one of the most popular games of all time since 2017. In Fortnite, a Battle Royale is when 100 people are placed in a everly shrinking zone and have to fight to be the last man standing. Compared to the high luck factor as you've seen in Mario Kart, Fortnite instead has a high skill factor, in which you need very well aim and very good mechanics with building in order to best your opponents. Compared to Super Smash Bros., although minor, there was a slight increase in reactions, with me having 63 reactions, Jesus having 66 reactions, Gunner having 68 reactions, and Edgar having 59 reactions. This totaled to have an average of 64 reactions overall throughout our gameplay for the hour. Not only is that 8% more reactions throughout the hour than we had for Smash Bros, but that is also more than one reaction per minute. And to end with this section of the experiment, here are some highlights we had throughout our gameplay.
I know where you are.
Oh, my mom's calling me. Mom, I'm sorry. Fortnite's more important right now. Oh, I'm so good!
Cut that out!
My geese is cooked.
Where are you? What the hell?
Help!
Oh, that's a. Oh, what the hell? Can I get you? Get out of here!
Help! Oh, help! Anybody! Mango dwarf! Please!
Why is the bot cooking me?
Dude, what the fuck happened?
No!
Oh, dying!
Mango dwarf, where are you? And with this data, now we can finally get into... The Mario Party series has been popularized by the fact that anything is comebackable, no matter how bad it looks. I mean, seriously, you could be at the bottom of the barrel, but completely flip the game around to first place because you got a lucky roll and landed on chance time, which would randomly swap either the coins or the stars of two players. But in order to play Mario Party, you need to roll dice and move spaces on a board. And at the end of each turn, when all players have gone, a minigame will play that will have a test of skill between the 4 players. Although it won't always be a free-for-all, it can also sometimes be in the form of a 1 versus 3 or a 2 versus 2. Items again return from Mario Kart and serve the same purpose, which is to either get yourself ahead or set others behind. Mario Party, as well as Mario Kart, both have significantly less reactions compared to Super Smash Bros., with me having 46, Jesus having 56, Gunner having 59, and Edgar having 47. These total up to an average of 52 reactions over the course of our hour playing Mario Party. Although it's just a 7-number decrease, because these are small numbers, this actually attributes to a 12% decrease in reactions across Mario Party and Super Smash Bros. Although we enjoyed ourselves with Mario Party, we felt that we didn't react as much compared to Super Smash Bros. Right after we had our session. Now here are the final highlights that we had during this experiment.
No way! What you mean this is hard for the solo?
I thought it was too, bro.
Skibbity! Run up there! You can't get us all! Skibbity! Skibbity! No! No, what? That was so bad. What kind of emote is that?
Got an emote.
What kind of emote is that?
Basically, to recap, the data that we have acquired is that over the course of these 4 genres, fighting, racing, shooting, and party genres, in competitive settings, we had an overall reaction of 59 for fighting, 49 for racing, 64 for shooting, and 52 for party games. This data shows that there were significantly more reactions playing Fortnite than Super Smash Bros., which we determined to be the most competitive game beforehand, and significantly less reactions to Super Smash Bros. Was Mario Kart. So it turns out that our hypothesis was true, that if what we believe to be the most competitive genre of video games, which was Super Smash Bros. And fighting games, then we will have either more or less emotional reactions compared to those other competitive genres. Because of how cool we are, and how high quality and high tech this experiment was done, please take these results with absolute objectiveness and certainty. Thank you, and have a great rest of your day.